Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of Pogo Bros. It's time. It's your boy Beebs, and I'm here to deliver on a promise I made to you 2 months ago. And what is that exactly? If you're new here and don't know, before you leave, I got 4 words that's gonna make you want to stay. All right? Triple shiny Galarian birds. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Check it. No clickbait here, my friend. You're better off staying because you're not going to find this anywhere else on YouTube. So, yeah. Now that I got your attention, I want to give a quick shout out to the 500 subscribers that helped me get to this point here. This is my gift to you and to you all. If you're new here, how about subscribing? And I'll give you a shout out on the 1,000 subscriber video. But I don't want to get too far into this. Let's keep this intro nice and short. We're going to dive straight into it. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, we've got Ampharos in the lead, and you're gonna find out in this video that that is a massive problem for us because, yeah, just look at it. Our entire team is weak to electric, so we're gonna go ahead and take a Trailblaze because the charge moves on the Ampharos are not that damaging. We go ahead and switch out before that last Volt Switch registers on the Zapdos just to preserve it for later on, just in case, maybe a catch. And then, yeah, we're going to finally have to start shielding. This is a team effort to take out the Ampharos, but the good news is that we have energy on both our Zapdos and our Moltres, and luckily preserved a little bit of health. Going for this payback on the Skeledirge. Do they respect it? They do, but now they have 0 shields, and we've stalled the switch clock long enough in order to let Articuno go to work here. So we're going to go ahead and shield up the Shadow Ball, obviously. But, yeah, we're going to start off this video with a catch. Let's go. Catching the Shadow Ball on the Zapdos. And look what we have in the back. The game, give it the game. Take it away from the Virizion. Let's go. Enough energy to get to the Brave Bird for the Skeledirge. Let's go. What a start to the video. Let's go. Are you excited? I'm excited. Woo! All right. Armored Mewtwo in the lead. Very cool team so far. I think they might be coming back for the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go. I don't know. But anyways, we do have in the back a big problem that it goes by the name of Florges here. They shielded up. They know that they've got something that we don't like to see, but they just go for chilling water. That's kind of the bread and butter of the Florges users. I wouldn't know. I can't relate. But anyways, going for that Brave Bird, doing massive damage, and it's the CMP ties. So Articuno, you've done your job. Oh, they actually Trailblaze, and we preserve the Articuno for a potential catch later on, and more importantly, to not allow them to get a savory, juicy farm down. But we allow ourselves to get a maximum farm down of our own because of the chilling water debuff. But they also gave us a shield on the Armored Mewtwo. That wouldn't have done too much damage. I guess they were afraid of the Brave Bird. I don't blame them. We just threw one about 10 seconds ago, and they blind throw the Side Strike, which is why I didn't shield, and now we can start committing the shields here. The opponent is probably starting to realize it's too little too late. We get the massive farm down, and they got a Zygarde in the back, so I kind of wish we had Brave Bird here, but we're going to go ahead and spam out these flies and just be all right. Fly number 2, before they even get the first move on us. And Outrage would be the only move that damages us here. They go for a Crunch. Luckily, we do not get debuffed, so we're able to throw off this move now, and we just go ahead and farm it down for the win. GG's. All right. This is my second go on the video, by the way. I did the entire video one time already, and for some reason the file got corrupted and didn't save, so this is take 2, all right? But like I said, this is for y'all. Anyways, Galarian Weezing in the lead. Yeah, there's a lot of Galarian Pokemon on the screen right now. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, Fly, getting that shield here, and then looks like what is a CMP tie with the Brave Bird. But they let it through. The world will never know. We go ahead and switch out to clear the debuff, and they've got a Gourgeist, and this is an amazing matchup for us. We resist all their charge moves and taking damage only from non-stab incinerates. We throw on good timing here. They let it through, and they got a Gastrodon in the back. So, yeah, this one's already a GG's. Surprisingly, the opponent has not top lefted. I don't know why. They're just wasting time here. So I'm just going to use this moment to say I hope you all are excited. 38 battles is a lot, but it's going to go like that, because there's gonna be a lot of booms, gonna be a lot of spice, lots of catches, lots of craziness. All right, so let's get it. All right. Next matchup, 2 cannon, big problem. We're going to go ahead and switch out into the moltres because it is the most bulky of our 3 Pokemon here. But we're going to have to shield this up anyways because it is the Beak Blast, so that is a great shield on our part. And now they come in now with an Alolan Muck here, and unfortunately our flies will not do too much damage because of the debuff, and that is what we are limited to because we do not have Brave Bird. But they go ahead and Acid Spray us, which is great because it does no damage pretty much. We're able to clear that debuff, and they were wasting the Switch Clock while they were doing this, so we're able to take a move, and we're actually going to try to go for a farm down, but they do get to the Acid Spray, and we're going to sacrifice the Zapdos entirely because it would have been quadruple debuff, but we go for a really nice farm down, and that forces them to switch out, and because of that we do outpace to the next move here, getting a shield from them. And what do we do here? They go for the Drill Peck, so we could have survived that, but we do want to save the Articuno and how spammy it is. And also we did have a lot of energy on our Moltres here, taking them out finally, and they got a Virizion, and they go for a catch, but we didn't even get to a fly yet, and they top left. That is what you want to do when your back is against the wall. GG's. All right, Ready Drago here, very neutral against our entire team. We're just doing neutral damage left and right. We do go ahead and get that early shield. They were probably expecting a Braver, but that's fine. Yeah, Dragon Energy does a lot of damage, but enough to where we can survive. But unfortunately, then we have to start shielding up Vice Grips. And who wants to do that? Certainly not me, but you have to do what you got to do. We do take them out with the Brave Bird here. And now that leaves a minimal farm down, but they have a Mud Slap user, so we actually switched out in order to preserve the Articuno for perhaps a catch later on. And especially if they're not going to go ahead and build up to the Stone Edge, I'm not giving you a shield. And we get the payback on the Empoleon doing massive damage. That is a lot of the reason why we have payback on the Galarian Moltres to deal with the steel types that we might encounter when we save swap. As you see, it paid off right there. And now we're in a situation where, yeah, Poison Fang will do a lot, but we double resist the Mud Slap, so that actually won't do too much despite our defense being lowered. And now we go ahead, and that is a nasty farm down, admittedly. But we do survive the Mud Slap on our non-debuffed Articuno and get to the fly to take them out. GG's! Alright. Ampharos in the lead of the Shadow variety. Look how much damage these Volt Switches do. This is outrageous. So, yeah, we're going to tank the move. They don't have Thunder Punch, thankfully. So we're able to get to this move here, and we at least get shield advantage, and they're down on the yellow. So we already know that their moves aren't that damaging, so we're gonna let them throw this Brutal Swing. Does nearly nothing. They do get to another move here, but you know, I'm not gonna shield it just yet. It is a Trailblaze, and they have a Skeledirge, so these 2 shields will come in handy because although we have a actually no, we'll just take it out ourselves with the Moltres. They did not see the payback coming, but they got a regular basic Galarian Moltres of their own. I like to call this an Ethan Galarian Moltres because it is not shiny. And if you're watching, Ethan, I want to hear in the comments, buddy. Anyways, we do shield the fly here, and they made a great catch on the Ampharos, and that, I think that just won them the game. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm totally gonna get heat from Ethan for this one. Anyways, next matchup. Shiny Legendary, both sides of the battle. It's not an octagon. I guess it's a circle? I don't know. We got, point being, 2 shiny Legendaries in the lead here. You love to see it. We actually tank a Dragon Energy. If this was last season, it would have taken us out because of the slight attack nerf due to how busted it was last season. But we do tank it a little better on the Articuno here. And now we have a Skeledirge come in. And energy on Articuno goes a long way. We do get a shield there. I didn't want to survive an extra Incinerate, so I did the Braver just to make sure that they only get 1 Incinerate. Oh my god. Catching the Torch Song on the Zapdos. That is why we preserve our Pokemon sometimes. Prevent the farm down and use it for later. Anyways, these Torch Songs are hurting a lot in conjunction with the boosted Incinerates, so We do have 1 shield remaining, and I really wish we had Brave Bird here because it would be coming a lot in. It would come in very handy. I don't know what to say. This is already take 2. I'm keeping it in there. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, oh, and they win CMP with the Skeledirge. We did what we could, but GG's. Tip your cap to the opponent. Next battle. Anyways, all right. Corviknight's a very interesting one here because although they're doing super effective damage with the air cutters, we double resist the sand attacks. Except they threw a payback. What? Alright, are they single moved? Like, I know we're in the pits of Elo because it's hard to use this team. But they throw an air cutter, so they had it all along. They're not single moved. Here's my theory on this one. I think they thought that our galarianmoltres was a regular Kanto Zapdos, which is why they threw the payback, because air cutter would then be resisted against an electric type. I think we legitimately fooled them with our shiny nature and thinking that we were an electric type. How's that for shiny spice? All the above. Let's go. Subscribe to Pogo Bros if you haven't already. Where are you gonna see that? Anywhere on YouTube? Nowhere. That's where, except here. So anyways, we got a lot of energy now into this Skeledirge. 2 incinerates, already our 2nd fly going through. And we saved so much energy, we're outpacing them to the next move here. 3 flies before they get 1 move off, and then we catch it. But we're gonna have to shield this up. I don't know why we caught it, honestly. But anyways, that's why, because we get a 1 counter head start on the Regidrago, able to take it out, and then we get the double resisted counter down for the win. GG's. All right. Another problem, Raikou. Yeah, electric type's not our friend here. I'm gonna bank that this is not a wild charge or anything like that. Only an Aura Sphere. We actually resist that, so we're looking all right. Fly here. We didn't go for the close combat because Fly would do enough damage and they're probably shielding anyways, and I wanted to get some precious counter damage off, and it actually caused them to throw the Aura Sphere as opposed to farming us down, so that's another good reason why we use Fly right there. They do get to a move right here, and I really don't think they have a wild charge. They're probably running Shadow Ball in addition to their Aura Sphere. That's a very common combination. It's nearly immaculate coverage aside from the what is that Pokemon called? It's like white. It's like Ghost and Zorua, but the Hisuian Zorua, it's normal and Ghost, and that's the only way that you resist the fighting and Ghost combination. I've gone off on a tangent here. Look at this Ludicolo taking massive damage, although they did call that it was only a fly, and they actually tanked it, and that might have actually won them the game here because we've taken some severe peck damage from the Toucannon, and they actually resist Astonish us down. This is my Astonish face. Anyways, yep, okay, so they have an Ampharos in the back now, which is slightly better because we're able to have a 1 counter lead on it. We switch out now before that Volt Switch registers, and now we're gonna go ahead and tank this. Oh man, look at those Volt Switches go though. That is a double boosted Volt Switch right there. They decide to shield, seeing that our team is very weak, and they might even be anticipating that we have an Articuno in the back. But because of that, we're gonna go ahead and get a 1 Psycho Cut head start. We're gonna shield up the move. Yeah, look at that damage. But this energy will go a long way because they have a Parisian. And look at this. Oh, taking out the shiny Parisian. Our shiny legendaries are better than your shiny legendaries. And we've got Brave Bird nearly taking them out, countering them down for the win. GG's, let's go! All right. We got an Acid Tentacool in the lead. We save swap into our Moltres here because I do not want to get payback on the Articuno, but we do give payback of our own to the Steelix, catching them by surprise, doing substantial damage. They probably thought we were running an all-flying moveset. They go for the double resisted Psychic Fangs. We clear that debuff because those Thunder Fangs were hurting a lot. We can tank a Psychic Fangs here, no problem. They do get to another one, and we actually can tank 2 of them. Check it out. And they switch out now into the Tentacruel, which is nice because they probably could have farmed us down, maybe simultaneous KO, but we do get a shield off of the Tentacruel. This switch clock has severely been misaligned into our favor to where we have basically favorable alignment now. And we actually call the no payback, letting them scald us. We can get to this move right here, getting that last shield. Oh man, we win CMP tie right here. Nearly taking them out. Do we start to use shields? No, we're going for that 2 shield flex, baby. Taking out the Steelix. What do you got in the back? What do you got? Oh, they try to go for some chip. Because they got a psychic type in the back. Let's go. An armored Mewtwo at that. This thing is doing virtually no confusion damage. The opponent is already gone. All right. We kept 2 shields when we were in the yellow with our Moltres. GG's. Get 2 shield flexed on, baby. All right. Pretty solid lead here. The reason I say that is because it is a shadow variant of the Feraligatr, meaning that we can 1 shield farm them down. Of course, we do want to get a shield in the process here because we're going to double shield anyway, so might as well not go down 2-0. So now we are going to, we're going to shield this up, able to counter them down if they don't switch out. Ooh, we get a nice extra count in there, so that'll be helpful for us. And they have a Tentacool. This might be a Brave Bird, so you may want to shield this up. Actually, no, you let it through. Good, no shield right there. But we do get to this next move now as a result, and we get them down into the red. And I'm hoping they do not have payback. And careful what you wish for. They got Blizzard instead, buddy. Woo! All right, so now we're in this really awkward matchup where, we're in this Drapion. They're resisting our sucker punches here, but we do get the last shield with the fly. And the question now is, can we get to 2 flies? Because one's not going to be enough. And we are doing our darndest to do that. Getting the catch on the Zapdos here. Unfortunately, we don't have Brave Bird, though. It's not enough. Oh, so close. Wait. We get the farm down. Farm them down for the win. GG's. All right. All right, so now we got an Oranguru in the lead. We switch out before that confusion registers, making it only resisted on the Galarian Articuno. Going for this heavy hitting move of Fly. I thought that was a Brave Bird, my bad. But that allows us to barely tank a brutal swing here. And when I say barely, I mean barely. We are holding on, and we actually throw on alignment here because I thought they were going to try and CMP, but they wisely go for the extra confusion. But it doesn't matter because we did massive damage on them. We can tank a Trailblaze, kind of like an Ampharos. They don't have a move that, typical moveset that harms a fighting flying type. If they had Future Sight, I would have top lefted, and this video would be over right now. But they have a Toedscruel in the back, and this is good for us because we double resist the Mud Slaps, and that Fly absolutely slaps. Okay. But then they have a Florges, so this is a problem. Typically not what you want to see here, especially since our remaining Pokemon are weak against Fairy type, but we're going to try and do what we can here. They actually go for a Disarming Voice, thinking that we would just no shield the Chilling Water, so that might actually help us out here because that allows us to get their last shield. They try to go for a catch, and now it's a little time for some fun. The BM close combat, let's go. You can't spell combat without BM while he's backwards, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Subscribe if you haven't already. Are you having fun out there? Let's go, baby. All right. Regidrago, we call the Vice Grip. Oh man, we are cooking right now. Going for this close combat. They respect it. I don't even know if we've landed like a close combat yet in this video. That's crazy. But anyways, they respect it. When you don't have it is when they start not respecting it. But they do not respect that payback. And we are in the driver's seat now because we can just shield up the parabolic charges. And we are getting a nice farm down. And we haven't taken any damage from the resisted sucker punches. We're the better sucker puncher around here. Anyways, we go ahead and get that final shield with the Fly. They're going to full send. And we still survive. We are kind of bulky, but anyways, we go now into our Articuno, getting to the Brave Bird. How much does this do? A lot of damage, and it is a CMP tie. Let's go. They go for the Aura Sphere. Okay. Why? I don't know, but they also have Psyshock. Psyshock is the way to go. It is only single resisted. but you know, I'm not complaining. No shields, no nothing. Oh man, but they do get to that move to take us out, but they should be dry on energy. We got the fly ready to go to take out the Drago. All right, and then we farm down the Togekiss for the win. GG's. Woo. All right. Yeah, not so awkward. We have the Zapdos here. They go for Aqua Tail. That still does a lot of damage, but you know what it doesn't do a lot of damage on? Yeah. We get the catch on the Articuno, which is critical because they should be throwing crunches against us, which is what they might be doing here, but I'm going to force them to do that. They do that, which is fine because we have a shield advantage. Switch clocks are misaligned. And then now we have a lot of energy on the Zapdos. I want to play to another CMP tie because I know their counts and I know we can win that CMP tie. Taking them out, extra energy, ready to go for the Togekiss here to maybe get a shield before we put our life into the hands of the galarianmoltres. And we're going to go ahead and shield this up. We do not want to get gleamed. Even an Aura Sphere at this point would be dangerous because we don't know what's in the back. But we're going to go ahead and force their hand. They let the Togekiss go and they got a Regidrago. Lots of Regidragos at this point in the meta 2 months ago. We call the Vice Grip, which is insane. And so now they kind of have to respect the Brave Bird here. They get us that shield, and can we take them out with this fly? I don't think so. No. And we're going to fall just a little short. Oh, GG's. Hey, the losses are at least pretty good. They're close. And we're usually overcoming difficult matchups, so, you know, that's what you get here on Pogo Bros. You're just not going to get a whole all wins. You're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here we're going to go ahead and take this Trailblaze, kind of like Ampharos. They don't have moves that can damage us, which is fine. So now we go ahead and throw this fly against the Charizard here, getting that last shield, and then sniping with the Zapdos. Really clutch, but they make a really good catch on their Shadow Dust Noir, and they throw before we get to that final fly here, which is fine. The switch clock is misaligned right here. And we're just going to go ahead with the Moltres here. They're running Hex as opposed to Astonish, so we could survive the Hex damage pretty well. We get them into the red here, and now we have two Charizard, or Shield right for the Charizard. We call the Air Cutter bait. Let's go! Oh, I'm ready. Boom! And then they did not want the smoke with their Dust Noir. 2 Shield Flex on them. Let's go, baby! That's what we do here on Pogo Bros. That's what we do. All right. Cobalion in the lead, fantastic lead. We resist their fast moves. We resist the Sacred Sword, forcing them to go for a non-stab Stone Edge, which we did. And then they go into their Lapras, and we are happy to oblige with our Moltres here, calling the Ice Beam, which is fantastic because they are doing virtually no damage with their double resisted Psy Waves. We call it again perfectly. So we have all the energy in the world now. Cobalion comes back in. I want to undercharge this because they threw their Stone Edge before leaving. I don't think they can get to another one. Yep, it's just the Sacred Sword. So now we get a nice resisted farm down here, and we're looking really good. So now we just start throwing moves against this Lapras here, getting them nice and low here. And I wanted to preserve the Moltres, so I catch this move on the Articuno here. And it's good we did because they have a Galarian Moltres in the back, but it's a very basic one. Looks like an Ethan Galarian Moltres to me. Can't relate. Anyways, we go for the fly now, and I really wish we had a Brave Bird here. That would be really clutch, but we do not. And we're doing whatever we can, all right, to come out on top here. But the point is, we just need Brave Bird. We don't have it, but that's okay. We played as hard as we could in this one, and GG's to the opponent. All right, next one, we have a former legend here, and we're going to go ahead, and you've seen this before, we will stay in this matchup. They actually switch out into the Armor Mewtwo, so they make the first move. It's a game of chicken, and we're ready to eat. So we're going to go ahead and tank the Dynamic Punch. Luckily they didn't have Rock Slide, and now we're going to go ahead and tank another one because we have no damage that we're taking from the Confusions here. I want to undercharge this actually, and we get a nice farm down. They stay in. We lose CMP tied to the Feraligatr, but I'm willing to drop a shield here because we are going to do a lot of damage here. And we resist their Shadow Claws, getting a nice farm down, and we're going to need this energy against the Togekiss because just like Toucannon, we don't want to see Togekiss either. But we're looking pretty good here, especially when we do that. Ooh, it was a Psyshock though. I was hoping to catch an Aura Sphere. That's okay, because that's all we need to thrive. They don't have the Gleam, so we definitely could tank a move there. And we wanted to take it before we throw this Brave Bird here and lower our defense. And we have enough health to get to the Brave Bird. Is this enough? Let's go! GG's. Taking out the Legends. Here we go. All right. Steelix here. So you might be able to see where this one's going. They're going to throw the Psychic Fangs before. And then we're going to actually go for a move before being taken out. That Thunder Fang will do a lot of damage, but now we safe swap into the Moltres here, getting them nice and low with these Sucker Punches. They got Break and Swipe. Our attack is lower. They're probably thinking they can tank whatever we throw, so this is a good time to throw the payback. Taking them out, and now they have Toucannon, and this is rough. This is very rough indeed, but we have a CMP tie here, so I'm willing to give up a shield here so we can tank a shield right back from them because they are super glassy. And then now we have a shield advantage on them. We lose CMP tie, but we are happy to oblige with the shield here. And now they have no shields to hide behind. We tried to undercharge, actually no, we didn't take them out and they swapped out, but that gives us a 1 Psycho Cut head start on the Gourgeist, taking them out with the Brave Bird, and they top left. GG's, let's go, baby! All right, Lucario in the lead. They take 1 counter's worth of damage, and that will actually do wonders for us in this matchup with the very spammy Kingdra. Getting a shield from them after winning CMP tie. You know what, you can have the Zapdos, except you threw an Octazooka. We're going to keep that for later then. And Octazooka users love doing it again. And so we tanked that, and we didn't get a debuff either time. That's pretty good luck right there, because they have a 50% chance to get it. So 2 times they don't, that's a 25% chance in our favor. Luck is on our side today, and we're going to go ahead and force their hand here with the Zapdos. They threw a whole move with a Pokemon that had maybe 5 HP left. You love to see it. Stalls the Switchcock a little bit. We get a 1 Psycho Cut head start, and now it's another Armored Mewtwo. My goodness. Lots of Armored Mewtwo's, lots of Regidragos. Oh man, lots of Amphiroses too. We're going to go ahead and go for this Brave Bird here, which is fine because the Confusions were not doing a lot of damage anyways. They go for a catch here, and we survive on 1 HP, and then taking them out after 1 Sucker Punch before the Confusion registers. Let's go, GG's. All right, so now we have Shadow Typhlosion in the lead, and how we want to play this is we're going to force him to throw in bad timing. Yep. So as a result, we get 2 free counters. I have no problem going down 2 shields because we're going to be able to farm them down with our Moltres before they get to the next Thunder Punch, and we have a lot of energy on our Zapdos for later, and we're already at a move here before we can get Chilling Water debuffed, or if they have Moonblast to take us out. So they're going the Chilling Water route, totally fine. They probably have Trailblaze as well, very common move set in today's meta, so we survived that one. I wish I didn't CMP tie them and I could switch out and save this energy when we're not debuffed, but we do get them to have health, and we do have nearly 2 flies to go. They have no shields left, allowing us to get to this next fly before they get to a move. Nope, they don't, they survive, and they got a shiny Galarian Moltres of their own, and we are in trouble because the only surviving member of our team is very weak to Sucker Punches. But it looks like they threw right away, so this is only a fly, but that still does a lot. But we get to the Brave Bird, yes! Not enough. No! Look at the screen right now. Look at the screen right now. Hang it in the Louvre. We lost, but man, that is pretty. That is pretty. I hope the opponent respects what went on over there, because I certainly respect them. Anyways, GG's. All right, so Nidoqueen is also a very common pick in the meta as of 2 months ago. But That's good for us because Mud Slap is double resisted by our entire team, and we can tank Poison Fangs for days. So that's why we go ahead and catch this move now on the Nidoqueen, because we are not afraid of fast move pressure, and they come in with the Cradily, so all the better for us. We are debuffed, but the good news is that they are doing nothing with the bullet seeds, and now we're able to play this nice little game with them where we know what they're going to do next. They're going to throw after every 4 bullet seeds, so we throw 1, and then we're going to be able to throw this fly before they can go ahead and debuff us, so they're going to shield it up, and now they're forced to throw. They are dry on energy, and we have a lot of energy on the Moltres, but because we know they have to throw 4 bullet seeds, we can throw 6 Psycho Cuts ourselves, CMP tie them, and now we have a 1 Psycho Cut energy lead for whatever they want to bring in next, and it's important because they have a Greninja, and we're going to need all the energy in the world. They go for Hydro Cannon for some reason. I don't know if we would have survived a Night Slash or not, but I'm not complaining. Nearly taking them out, coming in now with the Moltres, and going for a payback for no other reason than BM, and then we go for the resisted Sucker Punch down of the Greninja. GG's! Let's go! Okay. Another Nidoqueen here. This one is a Shadow, and it's looking to get revenge on its non-Shadow counterpart. Same story though, we tanked the Poison Fang pretty well, and now we have this fly going out before they can register a debuff, so they're going to obviously shield. And let's see if they want to take us out. Nope, just a Chilling Water. Yep, so now we can... Oh man, we played the CMP tie again, and I don't know why I'm doing that, because we could save that for later, but that's okay. Because again, we get them down to the half health. This time we're going in with the Articuno right away, so that way we can get this move straight off and we're not taking super effective damage from the Fairy Winds. We're going to go ahead and tank this Chilling Water here. We have 2 shields, and we're going to go ahead and play to the CMP tie. That way we'll always win against the Florges. Taking them out, we are single debuff. So they come in with the Nidoqueen, and that's totally fine because we can just shield up the Poison Fang and overfarm considerably. Actually, we're going to go ahead and snipe with the Zapdos to clear the debuff. And we have enough health to where, oh boy. And they didn't even build up to a Stone Edge. We're not shielding nothing. This is my shield. And now it's time for a little double super effective action. Let's go! GG's. All right. Y'all having fun? I sure am. Okay, so Skeledirge users, they're gonna always, usually, sometimes probably throw right away. So I don't even worry about letting it incinerate through. And that's exactly what happens here. As opposed to going after 4 Psycho Cuts, I decided to play the CMP tie again. This time getting a shield and forcing them to throw their energy. And by this time the switch clocks have been misaligned enough to where we are basically aligning our Dark type on their Ghost type, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, they do get a double boosted Torch Song, but we will happily shield that up, and we have a lot of energy now. And they have a Primate, so this energy will come in handy. But it's going to be a very tricky game here. Ooh. Yes, we just caught the close combat. We are looking good. We're doing super effective counters against this Water Gun Lapras, which is interesting. That's how far we fall in our elo. Oh my gosh, I remember this battle. Oh no, I let in too much. And because they're running Water Gun, we couldn't overfarm even more. Taking them out, but we go down to 1 Karate Chop. GG's. I should have thrown a lot sooner and just remembered that the Primate had virtually no energy. We probably would have outpaced to the next move. Anyways, this is why I make these mistakes, so that way you can learn them and incorporate them, the lessons, into your own battles. But anyways, we're in this Incineroar matchup now here. Pretty spicy on the opponent's part. I respect it. But we're able to throw before they get to the next move here, and this should get them nice and low. And we're going to go for a snipe here, but they switch out and bank their energy. And we did get a head start, but it doesn't matter because we incorrectly called the Seed Bomb bait, and now we are low health. But this works out for us because we have low health, giving them minimal farm. It could have been a real problem. Actually, no, never mind. Because we would have farmed down the Incineroar. Anyways. What's problematic here is Kingdra is so darn spammy, but we're able to... Oh, they actually call the fly too. That is rough. Outrage, nearly taking us out. This is all in the hands of Moltres now here. We got to call bait. And we get it right. Let's go. So now they come in with the Incineroar, and they top left. GG's. So we made some mistakes. They made some mistakes too, but look at that. We get a 5-0, and we get a nice little Galarian Corsola just to fit the theme of Galarian stuff going on here. And if you've seen my shorts recently, you know that I got the Shundo from a lucky trade with the lucky trinket. So not the golden trinket. Ethan, I know you're gonna call me out if I made that mistake again. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be good content for the Master League. So be tuned for that. If you want to see a Shundo Cursula, and I didn't say Corsola, I said Cursula. Follow, subscribe to Pogo Bros if you haven't already. Anyways, this is why we have payback too. Not only for the steel types, but for the steel flying types that just don't think you have anything threatening, but they actually respect the payback. And I guess maybe that's because they have a payback. They have a payback user themselves. I don't know. But anyways, we do get the KO here, and we're gonna go straight into the Zapdos, and their whole team is just weak to counter, man. Yeah, we took them out. Let's go. All right. Let me get back on track here. So a Florges early on is very dangerous because we don't have energy saved up in order to take it out, but we were able to bank some energy on the Zapdos, clear that debuff. It will come in handy later, and then just going straight Chilling Water. I'm guessing they have Trailblaze as their other move, but we go ahead for this fly here, getting a shield. They're definitely going to Chilling Waters again, so we're able to get to the Brave Bird this time. We are single debuff, but this will do a lot of damage, nearly taking them out, and now we go for a snipe here. We finally start to shield up because the Chilling Water in conjunction with the super effective Fairy Winds would not bode well for us. We have a lot of energy now though, only single debuffed. Throwing on good timing against this Nidoqueen, and this energy will go a long way. Although our counters are resisted, these flies are still doing considerable damage and can threaten a shield at any point in time. And they should let it through, so we have Virizion now, and oh man. I could have played that a little better. I was trying to time where I was throwing in between fast moves and the damage registers on the Moltres, but it got a little tricky since they switched in. But anyways, hopefully it won't come back to bite us here. They don't have Stone Edge at least, so we're able to tank these Sacred Swords. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, they snipe. Really good play. Really good play right there. But we survive the Poison Fang, and it turned out to be a CMP tie, which is crucial because the next Mudslap would have taken us out, but we have the move ready to go. And now... we didn't switch because we need to survive this double kick, and we do. So really good for us. GG's. Actually, that might have been damage registration error. I don't know. But either way, we'll take that dub. Anyways, you've seen before, when you have a Shadow Typhlosion, you're going to want to force that extra counter. This time, though, I was feeling that, you know, I want to keep my second shield here. So go ahead, throw this move and take me out. Like, I wasn't going to survive 2 more Incinerates most likely. So we do get a nice farm down with the Moltres before they get to their next Thunder Punch, and that allows us to begin throwing straight away into this Alolan Muck here. That's Shadow, and you know, Shadow Acid Spray still won't do a lot of damage because Acid Spray just doesn't do any damage. So we'll go ahead and clear that debuff happily. Get to this move on the CMP tie, which we do win, taking out the Muck, and they've got a... Oh man, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. You guys ready? Oh, let's go! Shadow Feraligatr didn't want it. Let's go. They got it regardless. Love that. Anyways, Florges again. So many Florges in the meta. Please, if you're watching, give it a rest. This is an interlude season. No Elo, no Legend, alright? Chill. Anyways, I digress. Brave Bird, taking out the Dirge, and then we go ahead and clear that debuff, and now we are going to take a Chilling Water. Okay, yep. I'm fine with this. Like, I kind of like when Chilling Water got added to their moveset because some of them just ditched Moonblast altogether, which would hurt a lot. And we're going to throw this time because we couldn't stall the switch clock long enough before we get farmed down. So, you know, we were mindful of not falling susceptible to a CMP tie, but we had to do it out of necessity. But anyways, we get that fly taking out the floor and they've got, they've got a ghost type and we've got a fighting type. This isn't good. This isn't good, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna have to call a surf bait, and they go for Shadow Ball. We are cooked. We are cooked. But don't give up. Don't give up. Yes, we're shielding. Throwing on good timing. Give us that shield. Oh, they let it through, and all for the best. They lost with the shield still at their utility belt. You know, you don't take them with you to the next match. Use your shield, but we'll take it. GG's. All right, so they're a steel type, you know. We do a lot of. Oh, they respected the Braver. They know how much it does. All right, cool. We get a shield out of it, and now we're in a really good matchup with the Moltres here. Do they know about the payback? Nope. Taking nearly all their health and setting up a really nice farm down. And they recognize that and go straight to the 2 cannon, but we had some residual energy, and this allows us to outpace to the fly. And then now we're gonna go ahead and bring the Zapdos in, and we do get the shield correctly. It wasn't a Rock Blast. And wait, did we win CMP tie against a 2 cannon? No way. All right, let's go. They got Chestnut in the back. We love seeing the grass fighting types. Air Cutter takes us out, and they get an attack boost, but it doesn't matter. Air Cutter's still too weak. Those sand attacks do nothing. Allows us to farm all the way down, having energy ready to go for the Chestnut. I don't care if you win CMP, because I know you don't have a shield, baby. Let's go. Oh, let's go. All right, GG's. Golurk. I love Shadow Golurk, but Shadow Golurk does not enjoy this team. Although, I was trying to keep them in a little bit longer than they would have liked, because we're weak to Shadow Punch. So I was kind of keeping it around long, and I think it helps here to misalign the switch clock. I'm still going to shield this up because it will do a lot of damage. They've been in this matchup long enough to where we might be able to outpace to the next move here. And we're actually going to get greedy here, and it's going to work out because we just caught the Shadow Punch. And it's good that we did, because they've got a whole fairy type in the back, and this is not good. They went for Meteor Mash, so maybe they were anticipating that we were just going to throw energy before they reach a Moonblast. I don't know. We go ahead and get this fly off, and we actually win CMP tie. Their other move was Swift, so they didn't even have Moonblast. But regardless, this energy is very important. They come back in with the Golurk, and they're so glassy. I don't need to throw a Brave Bird here to take them out. And they got Belly Bolt in. Oh my gosh, we are in trouble. Brave Bird does a lot of damage, but I don't think this is enough. Oh my gosh. Oh! We just got Zap Cannon. Yep, that's gonna happen. Belly Bolt is tough for our team. We can do something when it's the Sucker Punch variant, but when it's Thunder Shock, they're doing super. Oh, we just got overheated. Ow! We're gonna go for a nuke of our own. Take that! All right, and we simultaneously KO'd, which is great because our team does not like to see fairies. Articuno did his job. The switch clock is nearly overlapped, so now we can go ahead and switch out here and get this nice alignment with our Zapdos into this Guzzlord here. The counters are doing massive amounts of damage here. Fly gets that final, or the second to last shield here, and we're gonna save health on the Zapdos here, getting that farm down. What do they have in the back? They got an Ampharos, and we're just going straight for the move here. No games. They actually shielded up and respect it, so that was pretty interesting. But as long as they don't have okay, they don't have Thunder Punch, which is good for us. And this is another reason why we have payback. Let's go. One Sucker Punch down. GG's, that's a dub. All right. Really good lead here. We love Greninja in the lead. We're gonna go ahead and let this through. Here's why. Here's why. Yep. If we shield the Hydro Cannon, the next move is a Hydro Cannon, and then it does massive damage on our Moltres here. We're able to get that catch on a Dark type, saving a shield, which is good because we're going to need them with a Charizard running Dragon Breath. It is super spammy. We shield up the Blast Burn correctly though, so we're in the driver's seat here. We get the last shield, and then that energy we saved earlier on the Zapdos from the Greninja matchup comes in handy sniping the Charizard. They only get a 3 Shadow Punch farm down, which is fine with us because we resist all their charge moves. We farm them down with the Moltres. They've had enough. GG's. Let's go, baby! Energy management. It's a game of chess. GBL becomes a lot easier when you treat it like a game of chess. Alright. We're going to go for this fly right here. We baited the Brave Bird. They had to shield it. Fantastic. Really cool Pokemon though. Shiny Shadow Lapras. Love it. But we do call the Sparking Aria, which is great because we can tank one. Even though they're Shadow, their Psy Waves do next to nothing. I'll tell you, they do a lot of damage on Zapdos here, but oh my gosh, they just beamed us. Jeez. I was getting a little overconfident right there, but that's okay because that sets up a massive farm down for the Articuno, and that's not enough for an Ice Beam. We can take care of that. The Psy Waves don't do much more, and now we have a lot of energy going into the Dust Noir here. I have no problem with Zapdos getting taken out. It's kind of the weakest link of the bunch, so save the shields for the Articuno and for the Moltres. That's the name of the game, and this works out nicely for us because that payback did a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we do have to start shielding up Air Cutters, which hurts oh so much, but it's okay because we're able to overfarm here and then get the catch on the Articuno. Let's go. So even though they have raised attack, those sand attacks do nothing, and we're able to overfarm as much as we possibly can, and we fell just a little short. We did all we could. I did all I could. GG's. Next matchup. We got Venusaur. We're going straight into our save swap here, and they actually decide to go and oblige us with a CMP tie here, which is great because that stalls the switch clock even more, and that's kind of the name of the game with this team. But they come in now with the Jellicent. I'm so glad I did not shield because they had a hard counter. Not throwing an ideal timing here, but I don't care because we got the Brave Bird off and we weren't going to survive probably anyways. And now we're in immaculate alignment right here. Yep, all they can do is surf. Yep, we'll take those. Thank you very much. They come in now with the Venusaur. What do they have in the back that doesn't want to see any flying types? I will commit a shield though, likely, I think. Yeah, I will commit a shield just to see, just to keep us around, just in case we need to get a catch later on. I don't want to make the Zapdos take too much damage, and they got a Galarian, so we are cooking right now. They go for a catch, they fail. We get the double resisted counter down. They have not top lefted for reasons I do not know. Maybe it's just for the content, but oh, let's go! GG's. All right. Facing a former legend here. As you can see by the pose, I have that pose as well. But we're actually Belly Bolt. We can barely tank a parabolic charge, but we were able to because we hardly take any damage from these sucker punches. We finally land a close combat, and this is perfect because we're able to one shield this right here, and we have a massive farm down. Thank you. I was hoping to get an extra sucker punch because of the boosted defense, but do they know about that payback? Yes, they do. That's why they're legend, and that's okay because we're able to tank one move here and then see what they want to do. We're actually just going to throw this right away. Any chip damage is good chip damage, and we actually get a shield. So now it's all in the hands of our Articuno here. We're going to tank the Hydro Cannon. That is crazy sauce right there, but now we're able to shield this up and overfarm as much as we possibly can, and then throwing right before they get to their next move here, taking them out. That's a Steel type, by the way, and we survive just barely to get to this Brave Bird on the Togekiss. Unfortunately though, we do not have any more shields, and it is too little too late. But I would say that we did fairly well for the alignment that we had throughout. GG's legend. Alright, and I think this is the final battle actually. shield with the glaciate, totally fine. This is a matchup I am totally fine with being in because we are hardly taking any damage from the dragon breath and we are doing massive damage with the counters. I think Zapdos has done its job though, because we have the soft loss of a lifetime and we can go ahead and get this farm down right here. Let's go. And it's a cradily in the back, which is great for us because, again, Bullet Seed hardly does anything. We can even tank a Rock Tomb here if we ever so wanted to, but we're gonna preserve some health here and clear those debuffs. And then now they come in with a drifblim. Shields are down. There's Shadow. This is Brave Bird. Boom! Nearly taking them out. Surviving before that. Astonish comes through. Getting to this Brave Bird here. Throwing on bad timing. I thought they would CMP, but that's okay. Actually, they farmed us down with the Bullet Seed. Oh no. I think we survived one, but does this Sucker Punch KO? Yes, it does! GG's. And those are all the battles, y'all. Wow, that was 50 minutes. Hardly even felt like it. I hope you enjoyed these battles. I sure did. I'm sorry it took so long to get this video out. I've been working a ton lately, starting this new year. Hardly have time and energy to do this, but I'm not going anywhere. I know some content creators are hanging it up. And I'll be honest, it's sad. There's been really good content creators that I've watched for years that just don't want to do it anymore, and I totally get it. Like it's a grind to do this. It's not easy. It's a lot of time and energy and effort and heart, but those are all things that I have right now for y'all, okay? 500 subscribers is insane, and I have a lot of emotions, as you can see. But those emotions are happiness, excitement, and I am proud to be your content creator. So let's get eating with the spice, y'all. Tell me your craziest teams, I'll do them. I'm hungry right now. Actually, it's almost noon right now. I am hungry in the figurative and the literal sense. But anyways, thanks everyone for making Pogo Bros what it is today. We're only beginning, baby. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.